Hey guys, it's me, Angela Magana from Tuf20, and I am doing a video blog starting from episode 4. And unfortunately, we're in a 2-week blackout period until October 22nd, when the show will resume with episode 5. Today, I will be talking about episode 4, where Angela Hill and Carla Esparza fought. First it starts off with Angela and Carla, a little bit of both of them. And with Angela, it shows her blowing her ass all over the house. And that was very light compared to how much she actually did do that. I remember one day, though, she stunk so bad. I just remember her, cowering down, going down as low as she could, embarrassed in the back of her seat. It was hilarious. I'll never forget how embarrassed she got. I mean, it was bad. The driver used to always, as soon as Angela would fart, they just automatically knew to roll the windows down. Sometimes the camera guys were, dying up, falling over dying because of Angela. But we pretty much all thought it was hilarious and funny. I'm not even sure if the other girls thought how they took it. We just had a lot of fun with everything. We were always laughing and joking and having a good time and keeping busy, just laughing and being us ourselves. We all had a great time. Myself and the Scrapettes, Beck, Angela Hill, Emily, and Rose. So I wish they would have showed a little bit more of Angela. She's definitely a character. She's one to watch out for, and she's an amazing, amazing training partner. She's really good everywhere. If you guys were thinking she didn't have the skills, she's one of the best, I'd say, in the house. But I'm sure you guys all want to talk a little bit about the Heather incident in the ice bath. And honestly, you know what it is? It's just me calling her on her shit. She was in practice that day and sat on the Aerodyne bike, finger popping her own asshole for an hour and 50 minutes doing absolutely nothing. And decides to get into the ice bath in the last few minutes when, the girls who were working needed the ice bath. Who knows what her thinking was. She's very, very self-centered. She would never even start a conversation in the house unless she could somehow get herself into it and talk about herself. She wasn't very genuine and shown a lot of Heather, but not really why anybody didn't like her. But one thing I can tell you is on thebuzzer.com, they asked 5 of us who the worst person in the house to live with was, and 4 of us said Heather Clark. So if 4 of us are saying the same thing, then I'm guessing the problem is probably Heather Clark. But keep watching as the season goes on. I'm sure you'll see some more stuff. I don't really get to see this stuff any sooner than you guys do. So I just get tired of her excuses. She's always an excuse why she can't do this, why she can't do this, why she can't do that, and it's I broke my back and was on the mat in my body cast trying to do whatever I could. So I have very, very, very low patience for somebody who has a lot of excuses. And one of my favorite sayings is, if you want something bad enough, you'll find a way, if not an excuse. So, I've always gotten everything I've ever wanted in life, and that's because I don't take no for an answer. And so I guess I get kind of fed up with somebody who is making excuses for everything because, do you want to be here in this house fighting? Do you want to be doing this? You should be having no excuses for anything. People think that I'm a bit brash and a bit upfront, which can be taken and come across as being kind of confrontational. I just speak my mind. People are really afraid to just say how they feel and fear being judged. And honestly, I don't care about being judged. I know who I am and I know what I'm about. And I know no matter if you praise me all day long or you hate me all day long, I know who I am. But I will never, ever censor myself in fear of hurting somebody's feelings if they're acting like an asshole. I'm going to let people know that. I'm not going to just sit back and let people treat everybody like shit and treat me like shit. It's just not going to happen. So that's a little bit, maybe you guys will see how terrible she was with other people, but it's going to be hard because Heather also was very, she was very entitled. very, 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 very entitled and treated the production and everybody like shit if she didn't get what she thought she deserved. So that, I think, got on a lot of people's nerves. But, you know, we had a lot of fun taking the piss and joking about her and everybody else and ourselves. But she gave us a lot of ammo and a lot of material. But anyway, so we'll move on to the fight with Angela Hill. It shows her do a badass Sparta kick out the door. And she did that twice, actually. That's like probably the only time that anything like that was ever happening as far as having to be redone. It was hilarious. She kicked it and then ran back real quick, and I didn't even see her. And then we were wondering if she was going to do it again. We were laughing so hard. But she Sparta kicked the door and came out, and she did really, really good. Angela did a great job, especially going against who she had to go against, the number 1 seed, being number 16. She just threw that leg kick, got caught, and then went against the fence and wasn't even grabbing the fence, and that referee screamed at her. It shocked her a bit, I believe, and she ended up getting choked out, and she was very upset afterwards, which really upset a lot of us on the team. I think most of us cried when she was crying. It was a very emotional time. It was very sad. And I remember Angela being, you know, licking her wounds for a day or two, but she was back in the gym the next day, training, helping everybody out. You know, at least she had that, and she had us. We all love Angela. I don't think anybody in the house really can say too much bad about her. Anyways, Carla won the fight. Those girls were always cooking cookies. It didn't matter if it was after Carla's fight or anybody's fight. They were all cookie monsters to me. I think that's all I have to say, really, about this one. If you guys have questions, maybe I could do another blog before the next one airs. And go over some things that you guys are wondering about, some behind-the-scenes stuff. I don't really know. I don't have a real plan for what I was going to be talking about today. But hopefully this was good enough. Until next time, guys. See you.